NBC 10 News starts now.
Hello, I'm Gabriella Flamini. The top story at this hour, NBC 10 has learned that Shaka Fattah Jr. will make his first court appearance this afternoon after he was indicted on a number of charges related to bank fraud. Federal prosecutors also claim he lied to the IRS and stole funds intended for the school district of Philadelphia. Only NBC 10 was inside the federal courthouse as Fattah Jr. turned himself in this morning. If convicted, Fattah Jr. could face a lengthy prison term, restitution to the IRS, and possibly a fine of up to $13 million. Fattah Jr. is the son of Congressman Shaka Fattah. The congressman is married to NBC 10 anchor Renee Chanel Fattah. A car crashed into a building in Camden, causing it to partially collapse. Skyforce 10 was over that scene. It happened along Linden Street near 10th Street just after 11 p.m. 2 people were inside the car. Rescue crews pulled them out just before another section of that building came crashing down. No word on why the driver lost control of the car. A deck collapse in Philadelphia put a woman in the hospital. That deck came crashing down behind a home on Tulip Street in Tacony. A woman was standing on it at the time and she suffered a broken leg. Happening today, the trial will begin for a daycare operator accused of leaving 5 kids inside an SUV while she went grocery shopping. Authorities say Karen Thompson left those kids ranging from 9 years old to 6 months old inside the SUV with the engine running and the air conditioning on while she went inside a Port Richmond ShopRite. Another shopper alerted security after spotting the kids alone and crying inside the vehicle on July 2nd. 39-year-old Thompson is charged with endangering the welfare of a child and reckless endangerment. Police say she was operating a daycare facility out of her home. Today, there will be a court hearing for a South Philadelphia mother who says she accidentally carried her legal firearm across state lines. Shanine Allen is pleading for leniency. The saga began several years back when Allen worked as a night bartender and was attacked on her way home. She decided to get a gun to protect herself and her boys. She got a Pennsylvania gun license and bought a firearm. A week later, she drove to Atlantic City with the gun, but New Jersey does not honor out-of-state gun permits.
I work hard and I just try to protect myself, and I don't deserve to go to prison for this.
Allen's gun was found when an officer stopped her for a traffic violation. She has no prior criminal record, but in New Jersey, which has some of the nation's strictest gun laws, she could face 3 to 5 years in prison for the unlawful possession charge. Happening today, New Jersey firefighters are heading to the other side of the country to help battle wildfires. 11 members of the State Forest Fire Service will leave for Redding, California this morning for a 2-week assignment. Crews in that area are trying to get control of 2 wildfires burning just miles away from each other. One town might be forced to evacuate. So far, 8 homes have been destroyed and hundreds more are being threatened. Firefighters in Oregon and Washington State are also trying to contain large fires. A Virginia family is dead in what police believe is a murder-suicide. A sheriff says investigators are focusing on the father as the likely shooter. Clarence Washington, his wife, and 3 daughters were all found dead inside their home. Authorities say a relative found the bodies Sunday night. An Oregon woman accused of killing her infant daughter and critically injuring her teenage daughter made her first court appearance. Jessica Smith sat emotionless during the brief hearing. On Friday, her 2-year-old daughter was found dead inside a hotel room, and her 13-year-old daughter is in critical condition with slash wounds. Starting today, tapes will be released that should give new insight into former President Richard Nixon's fall from grace. Parts of these recordings will be released every day this week to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Nixon's resignation. The tapes feature Nixon, in his own words, talking about the day he decided to resign and describing his last day in the White House. Nixon recorded these tapes a decade before he died. The John F. Kennedy $50 goes on sale today, and some people camped out all night in Philadelphia waiting for it. NBC 10 stopped by the U.S. Mint store in Center City. As you can see, people were camped out in chairs and sleeping bags, and some of the people in line are actually being paid by collectors to wait in line and get the coin for them. The Mint store says there will be about 500 of the JFK $50 for sale, which honors the coin's 50th anniversary, and they're expected to go fast. Only 1 coin will be sold per person. Starting today, the Philadelphia Water Department will be conducting a test in the Delaware River, and it could have you seeing green. A harmless green dye will be dumped into the river between the Susquehanna and Washington Avenues. The goal of this test is to help the Water Department better understand how pollutants are spread in the Delaware. Several boats will be involved in the study, monitoring the green dye around the clock for the next 3 days. I'm Gabriella Flamini. Thanks for watching.